Alright, we are back.
Oh Jesus, that looks so weird.
You look fabulous.
One over on me, Witcher. I can see you're a killer.
I mean, obviously.
Run, Roach.
Witcher's kill. Oh Jesus. I gotta get myself a dentist.
A dentist.
Is my head ever spinning?
Even though I would Lollivier.
Reginald Audrey has returned. Not to be
Whoa.
missed. Ah, your tickets now.
Nice tune.
Available from me alone. I thank you for
No.
your help. Let Piotr reward you.
Oh,
with
you want to go into the art store?
offspring.
No.
Oh, is it closed?
Oh, that's
Well, that's the paint seller.
Reginald Audrey has returned. Not to be missed. Buy your tickets now. Available from me alone.
Roach, why you do this?
Quite the fragrant
I mean, you're in the ground, so it doesn't
Go.
matter.
Oh!
What's new, Silverlocks?
Oh,
Looking for
the Witcher!
diversion?
The one that Duquesa summoned!
No, Picarito.
Sure, whatever. Now that I remember, I need to silence my phone.
Late.
Hmm.
Why does that not surprise me?
There we go. Ah, the city. Am I waiting for the vampire?
I honest no.
Oh wait, it's Henrietta. Or whatever her name is. That lady.
Well, well. I did not expect you to have such a sense of style. My, Geralt. Not bad at all. And you've even a mask. Just not the kind required.
Huh?
They're a little different, the ones Mandragora members wear. I
Come
brought
on.
you one. Put it on.
Why do they wear this?
Any idea why they wear masks?
Likely because they imagine it oh so very romantic and mysterious. The truth is far
Sure.
simpler. This way, no one can tell which drunken aristocrats are pinching the performers.
Okay.
Let's go. Soiree's started.
Mm-hmm. Wise of you to hide your weapons. They'd not have let us in otherwise, that's certain.
Roach has all my weapons.
Yeah, they kind of came off of you when you put this armor on.
Roach still has him. Roach can apparently
How do we
somehow
find
carry
Cyprian?
like 40 swords.
Have you a plan?
Key is not to spook him. Need to ask after his partner, Cecilia, first. Less likely to raise suspicions. Soon as we find her, we find him. Especially since he might be expecting us.
What do you mean?
Ran into some of his thugs in town. Knew who I was. Had it in for me.
Right. Right you are. We must proceed with caution. Come, it's our turn.
No, this is another party.
Madame, Monsieur,
What is this, like
an
fourth
extraordinary
party?
Pleasure to welcome you
Yes.
to the Mandragora's soiree. Tonight, I particularly recommend you direct your attention to the performances prepared by artists of our community.
What are these?
Tell us about these performances.
This evening, the Mandragora has the honor to present 3 superb displays of artistry. The first was a concert by Cecilia Belont, a singer whose
Belont.
voice, were it stone, would surely be a diamond. Sadly, Mademoiselle Cecilia has sung.
Shame. You would have loved to hear her.
Luckily, you are in time to see the great Calesti, a master of visual illusions, come to us from far off Afir.
Visual illusions. Interesting. And the third artist?
The third and fourth, for they are a duo, are the Tuven brothers, presenting their newest pantomime.
I actually want to
You
see
were really
these,
hoping to
if we
meet
can.
Cecilia Bellant.
You are admirers, I surmise. I'm certain you will have ample opportunity to converse with her.
It cannot be easy to identify anyone in this crowd. Perhaps you could help us find her.
I don't know where she is now, but I can give you a clue.
Let's hear it.
Seek the Kaveri orchid.
Meaning?
Cecilia wears one in her hair. You shall recognize her easily by the orchid.
Well, well. Dandelion's always complaining about artists being poor as temple mice.
The residence belongs to none of them. They are guests here. Oriana, she owns this. Woman in the black dress. There, on the balcony.
Got her. Doesn't wear a mask?
It would be pointless. All would know her anyway.
Kaveri orchid. Let's look for it. If we find Cecilia, we'll find the Cintrian.
Okay then.
You're looking for a flower.
This reminds me of Dragon Age.
How so?
Inquisitor. Or
I
Inquisition.
never played any of them because everyone was racist to me.
Show us the artist in you. The paintballs. Cast them at the canvas.
What?
Some paint.
Oh! We're throwing paint at them!
Good. An artist lives in each of us.
Throw it!
Paradigm manifested.
How? This
The
thing.
paintballs.
What?
And just throw.
How? Like, is it a button? Like,
I don't know. What you usually use to throw grenades.
middle mouse button.
Is it a different button?
Oh.
I got it. It's the Soretor.
It's not a landscape, you pleb. It's a manifestation of the man's soul.
Blue blood is all I see.
Take all of them. Or can you only take them at once? Oh, are you trying to paint something?
Scarlet crimson oxblood.
If I can. It's gonna look awful, but...
Sensually parted lips.
Should you tire of these hues, drop them in the pail and grab a different array.
Yes.
Yellow. Why ever yellow?
It's obvious. It represents transgression in its purest form.
Does it?
I don't know. I'm having fun with this.
Proceeds to throw at one of the target of the people.
Quite the noble color.
Ooh, I like this purple.
Could you not?
Over Toussaint before
I'm here trying to paint and you're pushing me.
Or a deeply internalized fear of intimacy.
This is a weird cat you're making.
That green, lush and verdant as a field of vines.
Please do not stop.
Are you being pushed?
She keeps walking.
Voila! Fin. Now,
Fancy
allow
art.
me a moment to ponder. My appraisal? The painting depicts spiritual dualism. The continual battle between good and evil. And defiance.
Oh yes, that's him all right. Good versus evil. The dualistic nature of man.
And defiance.
I wonder will he comment something else if you just take all the balls and throw him in one single spot.
this painting, it's rather
I hope so.
It's very
Be like, wow, you're lame.
Absinthe. The preferred hooch of artists.
Fancy.
Careful, it packs a pretty powerful punch.
Yes, it
Built
does.
up
Oh,
a pretty
Lord.
powerful resistance.
I guess you have to take part in all these
no.
forays.
This is great done.
I thought it.
Oh my gosh, are we dancing?
This is the pantomime.
It's a metaphor of the constant
Oh, they're playing tug of war.
A metaphor. What else will they think of? If they can't agree,
Henrietta, could you get out of there? They're trying to play. Come on. One of them wins.
They're mimes. They're not gonna win.
What do you mean partake? Am I supposed to jump?
Can you talk to one of them?
Yeah, don't mind me. I'm just walking here, just flicking my finger and a candle goes out.
Come, let's Let's look in the
Can you pretend to cut the wire between them? That's usually how you end these. Yeah. I saw something in the middle. She pushed you out of the way, though.
Okay, lady, you need to walk over here.
She needs to, like, stay put.
She goes in front of me. That's the problem.
Make a circle. There we go.
That's right. That's some skill being able to do that. Like when someone pulls, you act at the same time.
Oh, there's something in here.
Besides,
What are we doing?
have you not heard the news?
Have I not heard? Rage. Cecilia never should have performed tonight. You should have.
It seems someone decided otherwise.
That someone knows nothing of true art. It shall be you.
I think you're supposed to sit.
I did. I sit the items in my pocket.
Wow.
Sure you understand. There are. We wish to be alone. Please, leave.
Fine.
Is it upstairs?
Are you sure it's an original?
My employer?
Or is it inside?
Where is the... Oh,
It's on everyone's lips.
so that's the lady that doesn't wear a mask. It's up on the
Look at the
balcony.
mage. I believe he's casting spells.
You're
Yeah,
missing them.
we'll see.
Hey, it's not the other dude this time. The magic mirrors boy.
Oh, it's a real mage.
I should ask Triss to do that.
How beautiful.
She can only do fire.
Yes, but with fire. Make like a wheel of fire.
The dolphins.
I think these
That
are
is
upstairs.
no ordinary illusion. The man is a true.
Artist. What is this?
I think we're painting a naked lady.
Do not
Fancy.
disturb. Shoo, shoo.
It's the right flower.
Oh, that's
Of
her.
course it is. A Koviri orchid lends just the right contrast to her complexion.
Need to talk to your model. It'll only take a minute.
To me?
Lie still. You may speak, but for love's sake, do not move.
Wow. Impressive portrait.
I know the style, the stroke. This is Dorian Velez.
The gracious lady has heard of me?
I've heard Anna Henrietta herself wished you to paint her portrait once.
At one point, the palace chamberlain even wrote to me, but alas, ultimately refused my terms.
What was the matter?
When he learnt I only ever paint nudes, he severed all contact. He said he would not dare offend her illustrious highness with such a proposition. I've always longed to paint her. Such a shame.
I think you may still get your chance.
I like how he doesn't realize who he's
We
painting.
came here to meet you, specifically.
To meet me? But why?
It's gonna be a fun
Sentry and
episode.
Noble you came here with. Wanted to ask you about him.
Sintry and Noble. Ah! You must think I'm Cecilia.
Orchid confused me.
I told you not to move!
As she concluded her performance, Cecilia tossed the flower into the crowd. I caught it. But I did see the nobleman.
Really like to talk to him. What did he look like?
Like many here. Tall, dark, masked.
Know where he might be now?
He gave Cecilia a small gift. A heart-shaped box. Then they strolled off together towards the refreshment tables.
Excuse me, madame, monsieur, I cannot work like this. You must leave now.
Jeez.
At least she's not moving, so it's easier.
Yeah.
You might want to talk to that other lady across the way. The one who was talking about the singing.
Oh, that's all.
Gosh.
The waypoint changed the moment it got removed from over there.
About to burst
Mm.
from a surface.
I didn't know that was her.
They say releasing them brings
It wasn't.
Well, it triggered a cutscene.
Fine. Let's give it a
Fireworks.
try.
Or
Never
lanterns.
suspected you believed in such things.
I don't, because I have no idea what I just did.
You lit a lantern.
To do what?
But what if he doesn't?
Usually it's to help spirits move on.
Don't worry.
How can you be
Or
so
to celebrate something.
I have my own ways of making spirits move on.
Ouija boards don't count.
Aren't they even?
Use your Witcher sense to find the refreshment table.
There are a great many. I'm sure it's an...
Why is that? Just a bunch of stuff. Oh. Loot.
Someone left their loot behind. Looks a little like dandelions.
Oh god,
So
no.
scratched. Someone beat him with it once.
Please don't be dandelion.
Empty heart-shaped box. Cecilia must have left it behind.
It looks like it held a flask of perfume. A gift from the Cintrian, I imagine.
Scent still hangs in the air. Let's follow it. Hit of Fistech. Artist's way of numbing their existential pain.
I do not even wish to comment.
Don't need to.
What's that?
Love letter penned on a napkin. Look,
Oh god.
It was the first
I
one.
thought that said David Cage.
It was the first one. Mm,
Yes, some weird.
Oh, my
Sappy
amour,
shite.
my sunbeam flittering across the firmament of my life. Trickly refuse.
It's very...
Sappy stuff is way too bad.
is it?
Yes. Well,
I
that's
quite
him.
like it.
What sappy
You're
stuff?
looking like the stuff like that. Most girls enjoy it. Where are we going? Are we looking for the guy?
We're going to the bodyguard that was in here.
Definitely come.
Oh, never mind.
Aren't they even? Because the right
Yeah,
cuff seems
we're
somewhat
going to the
tight.
bodyguard. Yep. I mean, I was here.
No, you're going past the bodyguard because there's a lady in there.
Sorry, only artists in the Mandragora allowed.
Come. We must consider what to do.
I'd recognize that voice anywhere.
You must be mistaking me for someone else.
I served 15 years in the palace. Your Grace, I'd not mistake you for anyone.
Shh. Not so loud. We are here incognito, on state business.
Yes, Your Grace. How may I say?
We're here on Ignito.
Don't tell
Yes,
anyone.
Your Grace.
I hope we can count on your discretion.
Of course. I shall be silent as the grave.
Now why are you talking to us?
Looking for Cecilia Bellant. Seen her?
She's in her dressing room, where she went with a nobleman. They clearly were drawn to each other.
What did the man look
Let's
like?
not barge in there.
Tall, broad
Let's
shouldered,
barge in there because she's
black
probably
beard
being
peeking out from
eaten.
under his mask, and he spoke with a foreign accent, a drawl of sorts.
That must be him. We must get to the dressing room, quickly.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll take you.
No, stay here. Anyone tries to flee, you stop them.
Understood.
Okay.
You might want a quick save real quick.
Quickly, upstairs.
Remember, you are dealing with vampires.
I can punch him.
You can't punch a vampire.
Let's be careful about this, okay? Let's not just barge in there. Just peek or like that.
Are we all naked?
That
Rape.
must be Cecilia.
No pulse. We're too late.
He slit her throat. The brute.
Didn't go out the door. Guard would have noticed. Might still be somewhere here.
You must find him before he harms another. I shall alert Oriana at once. She should bring her soiree to a close.
Shouldn't split up.
Geralt, I will be fine. Go after that rogue. I shall fetch help.
Oh, so Geralt took the mask off.
Yes. Do you want to
Do
examine
some
this dead lady?
CPR.
That's not gonna help when her neck's
Killed her,
slit.
then went out on the balcony.
Just use some paint thinner.
How would that help?
You thin the blood to pour it back into her neck and she'll resurrect.
Bloody handprint.
That's not how it works.
It's his.
I see a whole lot
Around the
of
door. Made a platform. Clever. Must be pretty strong too.
Why bother when you can just jump from one to the other?
don't know.
Like literally there's the most tiniest distance between them.
There is something on the ground.
Broke the flower pot when moving the door. Then stepped in the soil.
It told me I could become anything, so the pigeon became the flower itself.
I didn't even see that.
The pigeon became the flower.
Why are you not spooking these pigeons?
Footprints made by soiled boots.
Oh god, I hope he didn't soil himself.
No, that's from the
Find this
dirt.
ladder.
I'm sure he's gonna make some stupid excuse. Oh, she stole my father's legacy
Could
or
still be
something.
here. Need to stay alert. Smashed mirror. Someone crashed into it hard, then sank to the floor. Bloodstains.
I wonder, is it the beast?
Links of a snapped chain. Jewel must have been on it.
You mean the one next to you?
Jewel
Can
in
you take the
box.
gem?
Box
Yes.
busted. Picked open, probably. Precious stone. Bloody fingerprint on it. Thief came for this. Must have. Tiny chain links next to it. From a snapped necklace. Seems there was a struggle.
With who?
Canvas is cut. Somebody took a knife to the painting, looks like.
Can I have the painting? Nah.
There's a
Either escaped through the window or came through the window. Or something.
Sconce is bent. Smeared with blood. Someone try to grab it.
What, try to use scones as a weapon?
Blood on the window frame. Someone climb out? Fall out?
Fallout 4? Any big girls
Looks
in Fallout
valuable.
4?
But it's not what he came for. Looks valuable.
there's one more.
No,
But it's not what he came for.
I meant to. There we go.
There's one more.
I just touched this. Unless it's.
Empty inkwell.
I thought I
Knocked
touched this.
over,
Oh.
turned toward the
the wall.
room.
So the person rushed in through
Nope,
here,
there's the knife.
started fighting, tried grabbing that, and then smashed someone into that.
Hunting knife. Richly ornamented. Used during the fight, probably. Jewel was in the box, it seems. Centurion tried to steal it, but someone got in his way.
Don't tell me it's the beast.
They fought, struggled, that's clear. Ended with one of them flying out the window. Fall had to have killed them.
But we should get
Jewel's still
below
here,
it.
though. So our Centurion must have been the flyer.
Look down. Oh, it's
So,
her.
this is the tracker. A witcher, yes?
Indeed, this is him. We found the body together. Then he set off in pursuit of the killer.
And ended up here, but I've only found evidence of a fight. Seems the Centurions killed his last. Finally failed this time. Shame it happened too late for Cecilia.
Poor girl. Always told her she chose her males badly. But I would never have suspected she could arrive with a murderer. I'll alert the staff. Have them see to her body at once. Meanwhile, we should sit. I will tell you everything, in full detail.
Did she fight?
I don't think she would.
I have no idea.
I caught him red-handed, attempting to burgle, rifling
Yeah, I
through
think
my
it was her
possessions.
fighting.
What did you do? Summon the guards?
There was no time. I feared he'd escape, refused to give him the chance. He stood with his back to me, so I attacked. He struck his head on a picture frame as we struggled. He was bleeding, dazed, and then he drew a knife. Everything happened very quickly then. I knocked the weapon out of his hand and pushed him
Now he
hard.
fell out of the window.
Fell out of the window.
Just so.
Imprudent attacking him.
Number 2.
Claim the man
Oh,
was trying to
oops,
rob you
wrong
when you
button.
walked into the room?
Yes, he stood over my dressing table, pouring through my jewelry.
Mm-hmm. After this is my guess. Picked it up while searching.
Why, that's the heart of Toussaint. Oriana, how did you ever come to have it?
I bought it many years ago from a young woman.
Number 3.
None too wise picking a fight with an armed robber.
Why? Because I'm a woman, in a frock rather than plate. I can take care of myself, I assure you. A hairpin might look like mere ornament, but plunged into an eye, it can be as effective as a blade.
I was mostly wondering that there's an armed guy and she didn't have anything basically.
Jewel seems important. Why?
The heart is an heirloom. It belonged to my family for years. Then it disappeared. I didn't
Don't
think
tell
we
her
would ever
she's
recover
the
it.
Seems
stealer.
someone is very determined
No, she
to
said she
find
bought it.
The thief left his tool bag behind. Found this drawing inside it. Look.
Yep, that's the jewel.
The heart of Toussaint. Representation's pretty faithful. Centurion must have been on a job. Got very clear instructions what to look for.
So it is not him we seek, but his employer. Is this the only evidence we found?
Also happened on the weapon he attacked Oriana with. Hunting knife. Used to skin game. Got an emblem on its hilt.
This crest is used by the Lords of Duntine. The present master of the castle is a passionate hunter. Our next lead, perhaps.
What's that?
Duntine.
Annie.
Remember the place. Abandoned ruin just a few years ago.
More recently, the family's last heir, Roderick, returned to his ancestral seat and restored the castle.
Know any more about this Roderick?
His grandfather was an advisor to Queen Ademarta. The family received those lands as a grant for his service. Roderick is quite the recluse. He avoids society, preferring the company of a small team of knights, though the latter term is imprecise, as they seem more akin to vandals with crests on their shields.
That's a GG.
Oriana, everything we discussed here, hope you'll keep it to yourself. Counting on it, in fact. Word gets out he, failed in his attempt to steal the jewel. His employer could run. We need to proceed cautiously.
Discretion is in the interest of us all. I'll not ask what this is about, just as I expect not to be troubled about it again. By anyone.
Forgive me, Madam Oriana, but might I have a word?
You must excuse me a moment.
And then something else happened. And we're like, nope, guess we're doing something else. Instead of investigating a castle.
I'm pretty sure you can hear this.
Oriana, any thoughts?
Few make me feel awkward, but in her presence, I sense anxiety, discomfort.
The drawing. It's on the same type of paper the victims' names were written on. Drawn with the same ink, too. Seems the work of our blackmailers.
Who were not only behind the beast's murders, but also stole the Son Real and sought to steal the heart of Toussaint.
Look, the wine, the jewel, both tied to you intrinsically. Coincidence? Not something.
Oh, the
I'm
ribbon
willing to
isn't
believe.
attached.
Worried
It's
about
floating.
one thing. that
That's
somewhere
amazing.
At the end of this scheme, plan might call for an attempt on your life.
It could be something else altogether.
It's supposed to be connected.
Mm-hmm.
My sister, Siana, might be among the schemers. She left court when we were children. My parents banished her from
Oh, now
the
it's
duchy.
attached again.
I've not seen her since.
Why was she banished?
What did your sister do to get banished?
Siana
cake.
was cursed.
Parents run afoul of some mage?
No. She was born at an inopportune moment. They said she
What?
was touched by the curse of the Black Sun.
Oh, no more.
Geralt, is it true? Can an individual be evil because they were born during the wrong lunar phase?
Could be the case.
No.
Could also be because they were treated like lepers from birth. Isolated, prodded, ostracized. Couldn't have had it easy, Siana.
She was angry at the whole world. She felt inferior, felt pain, though she masked this with confidence, arrogance even. She could also be cruel at times. I recall one such situation. She persuaded Cedric the Coolbird that she could see the future in her dreams. We were children, and Cedric's brother was smitten with me. It was an innocent childhood crush. Siana knew of it. She told Cedric of a dream she had had, that he would die at the hands of his own brother. Cedric stole his father's sword and killed his brother. She destroyed 2 lives with a prank. Cedric mourns to this day.
I think it's Cedric, but whatever.
In the end, they forced her to leave the palace. A decade passed. More. I've missed her terribly since.
Think your sister might be involved? Why?
You see, I recall her always being rather possessive, throwing jealous fits if I had something she didn't.
Here, that's normal for sisters. Rivalry.
True.
And people in
I
general.
suppose I gave as good as I got. There are times I miss that very much. The wine, its theft was the first clue. That's very much like her. She always did enjoy stealing my toys. But I grew almost certain when I saw the heart of Toussaint. Siana received it from father as a gift. At a time when my parents thought of her as but an ill-behaved little girl. Someone wanted some of my wine. The same someone ordered our family jewels stolen. Or recovered. It's my sister. It must be.
A fallen princess satisfying whims, going after lost luxuries? Could be right.
What's with the killings then?
Your mission has gained new import.
To kill her
You
guards.
must go to Duntine, and if Siana is there, you must find her. No matter what she did, she is not to be harmed in any way, shape, or form. You must make sure of that.
I mean, I'll try, but...
Number 1. Don't make her angry.
I'll find her if she's there.
I hope you do. I very much wish to talk to her. Sister to sister.
Your Grace, Geralt, I'd like to introduce...
Regis! What a surprise!
Oh, it's him.
I had no idea you were in Beauclair. And this is...
My very dear friend, Detlef van der
Oh,
Eyck,
it's the beast.
an arrival from Nazaire.
We are lending our combined resources to the Witch's Hunt.
Ah, yes. Splendid. But why are you here at Oriana's?
They came to pay me a surprise visit, so I invited Regis in for a glass of wine. We've known each other for...
Oh, don't say she's a vampire as well.
ages, literally. Witcher, I hear you know Regis too. Even that you are friends.
Yes.
Yes.
Few I can rely on like I can on Regis. Kinda hoping he thinks the same of me.
Curious. It seems opposites really do attract.
Don't be fooled, dear. Geralt has many merits.
He merely hides them from the world very diligently.
Mm-hmm. You said you're both aiding him with his contract. It involves the Beast of Beauclair, I suspect. Master Witcher, maybe you could satisfy my curiosity. What's it like going toe-to-toe with a monster, knowing you've only two options, to kill or be killed?
Despite what you might have heard, I don't lunge at every monster I see sword in hand. Talking gets the job done for some.
He's awkward.
I wonder what a monster might have to say to you.
It might want to apologize.
My word. For what might the monster wish to apologize to a witcher?
For killing. Though at times there is no choice, when loved ones are at risk and
So it is as Witcher said.
Yes.
Just like
humans.
Same as humans. Put them in that situation, they'll kill too.
You understand this. It must be why you and Regis are friends. If I understand you correctly, you would rather help a monster than kill it.
If possible, yeah. Or at least try.
Enough about the Witcher trait for now. Regis mentioned you come from Nazaire. I spent time there as a child.
Fond memories?
It was wonderful. I was positively entranced by the land's fashions. Deep-cut dresses I found most fascinating.
I believe we're running short on wine. I should go to the cellar, bring another bottle.
Let me go. Wanna help, Regis? Know your wine a lot better than I know mine.
We shall return forthwith.
I am terrified to leave this vampire alone with anyone, but I know he's trying to be good.
An exceptional conversation, don't you think? Vampires, a witcher, and the Duchess of Toussaint? My.
Highly exceptional, Regis. Wanted to talk to you in private. You crazy bringing Detloff here?
Geralt, allow me to explain.
No, let me explain. He's dangerous, and you were gonna watch him.
But that is precisely what I'm doing. Detloff believes you'll succeed in your task, and he'll not need to kill anymore. That is, not until he gets his hands on the men who kidnapped his Renna.
Oriana, she really your friend? Can she be trusted?
I met her years ago, before I met you, and before she settled in Beauclair. We'd not seen one another in... I can't begin to tell you in how long. But I shall tell you all about her some other day.
Guessing it's no accident you two stopped by.
It would be quite some coincidence indeed. No, a dutiful little bird
Raven
told
again.
us.
Or a crow.
Mm-hmm.
Or whatever they use.
Now listen close. Managed to learn where the blackmailers are. They're based at Duntine Castle.
That's splendid news. If they are there, Renna must be there as well.
Duchess expects we'll find her long-lost sister there too. Thing is, she might be involved. Could be behind the blackmailing.
Do you mean to say your task now is to extract 2 women from the castle?
Mean to say we can't breathe a word of this to Detloff, who wants revenge above all else.
Geralt, you must trust me. I've got a way with...
No, Regis. Can't risk it. Gotta keep Detloff here while I go to Duntine.
Alone?
Alone. That way I can make sure neither woman will come to any harm.
I hope you know what you're doing. Fine. I shall see to Detloff.
How is this a basement?
For reasons.
Splendidly, Detlaff. Ah, I'm grateful you brought back those memories. You're back. It took you long enough.
Contrary to what common folk believe, choosing a wine is not nearly as easy as it might seem. Especially a wine to be served to 2 exquisite ladies.
Regis, gallant as ever. I regret all the more that I shan't finish the second bottle with you. Duty calls.
Your Grace, always a pleasure.
I thank you for your help. It's been invaluable. Geralt, will you see me out?
I didn't even get a chance to answer. Oh, this is gonna be a problem.
You're gonna be followed.
You have exceptional friends. This Detlaff, an intriguing man to say the least.
Number 2.
Don't know him too well. He say much about himself?
Not much. But I've a good sense of the true nature of those I meet. I'd not survive a week at court otherwise.
So what's his?
Sensitive. Sad. He carries within him the weight of a terrible tragedy. He is a good man, but lost, which is why he comes across as grim.
He's also the killer.
Don't tell her that.
Didn't
She might
expect
kill
Lee to
him.
end like
Or
this.
attempt to.
Neither did I. But I have not drawn you out for a romantic stroll. I wish to make certain you know what you are to do.
Mm-hmm. Gotta go to Duntine.
I've decided my guardsmen will support you. You will meet them at Count de la Croix's mill. It stands along the Saône Retour River, near the Cockatrice Inn. Captain de la Tour and his men will await you there at midnight. You shall storm the castle together.
Don't forget to change your armor.
I could just beat them all by myself.
You probably could.
Just freeze them and they die.
I don't think that works on vampires.
Or then it goes as fast as the lady that I killed.
Can you switch your armor now?
He's no hero. That's the Butcher of Blaviken.
He's no hero. God, I hate those stupid construction workers. There we go.
There we go.
I really wish they... Whoa, what was happening with the boy?
I don't know. You leveled up though.
He was spazzing out. Two. Level 30.
You have a thing for C.
I love my art one. 3,885.
Wow. Okay. Then I guess you just level up something else.
I wonder, would this work with it? It's an AoE freeze.
I don't think it would work. It might. That would be amazing though.
Let's go to a battle, do an AoE freeze and everyone dies.
You could try it. It's not like you're using these 2 points on anything else.
Maximum inventory weight. Yeah, there's no problem with that.
I want to see this AoE hard sign now.
I don't know if it works.
Well, we can always try it.
Come on.
What's wrong?
Oh, it's right click.
Make sure to equip it. I don't know where. You need that.
Might need it. What?
Why did you get off Puppeteer? You might need it to talk to someone.
That was puppets to make them my friend.
Oh.
I don't have friends. At least not puppets.
You had a goose earlier.
And a bunch of cats. But they never want to be with me. Just because I'm wolf.
No, because you're magic.
Cats don't realize that dogs and cats can live together.
They can though.
Ah, take that.
A witcher. We could use one around here, full time.
Doing
It's
what?
my house!
And doing what exactly? Tending to the crops or something? Like, what would I do here? Like all the
The
ghouls...
fact that your house is even
Oh,
funnier.
I didn't even jump there. Roach jump on her own. Oh, this is the last mission.
Okay. That's cool. I guess we can just keep going. It'll be a longer one. Unless you want to stop now.
Yeah, I think we should have it on
Okay.
phone.
We'll be back with the final episode.
I think.